This is Garrett Fry, the 3D digital matte painting sequence lead for the alleyway sequence, and we are taking a look at shot 1515. So let's go ahead and play that. So it's this kind of slow walking pace, shaky camera move through this alleyway. And so the way that we're going to want to treat this is like we've done with all the other angles for this shot. Specifically, I'm talking about shot 1313 and also 1312. So those two shots and any other shots that are of this location need to kind of have the same continuity. So this one here, we talked about having a doorway right here with some steps going in. We also talked about having a doorway. I believe it's either right here or it's in between these two things. So just check on that between the two sequences and make sure that you have the right continuity between those. And like I said, with the other shots, you need to make sure that the doorway that you pick out has enough angles that you can work into this. So if when you're tackling multiple angles of this same alleyway, then just make sure before you do your concept, look through the photography, make sure you have the right kind of photos to fit into these places. And then some garbage, of course, on the sides here, all the way down. You're going to need to project these on 3D models because there is going to be parallax within the shot. And then, we want some more streaky grime stuff going down the middle, maybe pulling in from the right side here and pulling down the middle. And then some the grime on the walls. Let's make this look a little bit gross in here. So there's a fine line. Well, maybe not a fine line, but there is a line between the grime that's overdone and something that looks realistic. And so I would go through online and check some photo reference of grimy things and use that as a reference. Just make sure that you are getting the raw photography like it's not been photo manipulated, because if they photo manipulate it, then it could accentuate all of the grime pieces. And if you're using that as your reference, then you're going to be way off for this environment because the tones in this shot are very subtle. And you can actually see bits of grime that are going up and down here. So you can use that as a reference too. But like I said, we would like to push it just a little bit more, but don't hit it with a sledgehammer. With over 4 gigs of image reference in the library, there's a lot to go through before you get started in the sequence. Make sure you play around and experiment with the photography before you commit yourself to the work on the final matte painting. All the images are camera raw, so you have a lot of range to play with. Good luck.